Okay, so last time I talked about how I wanted to do some card games on mobile because that's the one thing I feel comfortable doing that doesn't feel like I'm really cheating it or hurting the quality of it too much by it being in 720p. Right, it doesn't feel too bad on mobile. The gameplay obviously is the same because it's just a turn-based card game, and the actual visuals and stuff shouldn't matter too much as long as you can see the cards, right? 720 is okay. So I'm playing stuff that at least I played before, so I don't mind doing that. And obviously they're all going to be card games, so let me kind of, these are the 7 that I'm kind of decided on. So Hearthstone I've played a ton since even closed beta, so I certainly have had enough experience with that where I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything. And I mostly just do gimmick decks with that. And then Duel Links, I transferred my account. Some of these were pretty difficult to transfer and annoying. I had to go on Steam and I had to do all kind of stuff. But I have my Duel Links account, which I didn't, again, do a ton with this one. And I had another Duel Links account on my other phone, actually. But that one's like lost to time, and I don't remember how much I really played that either. But then obviously I did that little series. A lot of these are from 2022, where like I played Duel Links in 2022 at the end of 22. Not for the first time, like I said, because I had played it on the other phone before, but I did a little mini series of Duel Links at the end of 2022, and then that segued into Master Duel. I think right when that came out, kind of, I went into 2023 playing Duel Links, and then I segued into Master Duel, and then I did that for a bit, and then not really too long, and then Magic I played for the first time also at the end of 2022, for the first time in any form. And I didn't get like a ton of closure with it, but it's still a cool way to kind of look at my collection and continue to add to it. It's just like a net positive, right? Even if I'm not trying to do anything, I'm just getting more cards, more resources. Pokemon TCG Live is interesting because I also, at the end of 2022, I played Pokemon Online TCG for the first time, and I didn't know, but it was about to go offline somewhat soon after that. So then I segued into, I played Pokemon Online TCG until it went offline, basically, and then I tried TCG Live briefly, and then PvZ Heroes, I did the series in 2023, going into like 2024, and then I tried to get to rank 50, otherwise I had to basically delete my whole collection, and I failed to get to rank 50. I failed to even get to rank 40, and those last couple episodes are pretty funny because I'm getting kind of mad, and like I'm really trying, and I just couldn't do it, and maybe nobody could do it with the exact collection and cards I had, but it was very intense. And so we'll start like a new collection there, or I guess it would be a fully new collection because even what little stuff I had won't be saved here. Alright, so that we could start a new fresh run. Wonder if we'll get another double Dark Matter Dragon Fruit the way that I did with the other very fortuitous run. And then Marvel Snap I've kind of clowned. I tried to transfer that one, and it didn't quite work, so I hadn't done too much with it. I've only played it twice, in fact, I think. Once, like, when it first came out or was in the beta, and then once to kind of check on it after a couple years. So I've never enjoyed it. I've never thought too highly of it. Like, if I was to rank these card games, even though it's hard for me because some of them I haven't played a ton, but I'll put them like in tiers. Like Magic is obviously top tier, although I'm weary of all these crossovers they do, and it's getting kind of annoying, like how many there are, or it seems like kind of too much of that they do. But Magic and Hearthstone can go in the top tier, Yu-Gi-Oh! Even. You could argue Hearthstone for the middle tier, but I actually won't because I just respect it, but maybe a little bit of my bias. So Magic, Hearthstone, and Yu-Gi-Oh! And depending on the form of Yu-Gi-Oh! I guess. But those kind of go in the top tier. And then Pokemon and Pokemon could go in the middle tier. I don't know enough about it really, but... And then PvZ Heroes and Marvel Snap could go in more like the bottom tier. But even then, Marvel Snap is the bottom of the bottom. So there's one interesting observation that I should make a clip out of, how I was comparing like how Pokemon pales in comparison to Yu-Gi-Oh! Even in the early days, because you might think, oh, early Yu-Gi-Oh! Wasn't that complex, a lot of the monsters are just normal, like no effects. But if you compare it directly, you could have 5 monsters out at a time versus only 1 for Pokemon. You could have 5 spawn trap cards versus, I forget how they even work in Pokemon, but it wouldn't be quite the same as you and your opponent could both have 5 of each. 5 monsters, 5 spell-sized trap cards. Right, so that alone creates so many possibilities, whereas Pokemon is oversimplified, where it's a 1v1, one Pokemon versus another typically, and then you only have 4 abilities with each one, right? So there's much less nuance there. So Yu-Gi-Oh!, even early Yu-Gi-Oh! Makes Pokemon look very overly simplistic. And then a similar way that the Final Fantasy games make the Pokemon video games look overly simplistic too. And the reason why I say that is because, again, a Final Fantasy game, you could be controlling like 4 units, 5 units at a time. Each one has multiple spells, multiple abilities, whole pages of white magic, black magic, etc. Whereas Pokemon, again, you only have the 4 moves. Or I said that with the card game. No, you don't even have 4 moves. You have like 1 or 2 moves, right, on the card, obviously. But so that's much too simplistic. And then, everything's a 1v1 battle. In the video games, it's a 1v1 as well, typically. And then Final Fantasy, you could be controlling 4 units, and you could be fighting 4 different enemies, right, or multiple enemies at a time, and each unit has multiple options, way more than 4. And Pokemon, you have a 1v1, and you only have 4 options. So there's very little strategy, and I kind of call it the spam the A button type of game, in which I, kind of clown that from the perspective that, you can get through the first 60% of the game by just spamming the A button, right, and you don't really have to think about it too deeply. So yeah, I think I'll start with Hearthstone, and I'm kind of intrigued. Like, I'll mess around with the
cataclysm is upon you.
I'll mess around with my gimmick decks, as I'm listening to bug out with the music in some of these games, like in I should do that. I should have my channel art up on the screen too for each one that I'm doing, even though unfortunately I block part of this. So sometimes the audio is just too loud in this, but that's way what the fuck? I have it lowered on my screen that itself, but maybe I should check it. That seems crazy. Right, like why would that be an issue? Look how low I have that turned down. But yeah, I have the Hearthstone art, and then I have the impound itself turned down. Still, what if I turn this on? That doesn't seem to really affect it other than whether on the streamer, it doesn't even affect it for me either.
Nezov versus Tyrande.
Alone give me strength.
Shall be open.
The thing is that there's a few different ways to try to play this. Basically, we have the chess element, we have the win condition of the Bone Lord dude. I don't know how loud this really sounds. I guess.
I see you brought guests.
That seems crazy. Like, why is it so loud even if I have it low on there, I have it low on the app? That's one thing I'm going to have to learn and figure out is how these things work, but... Yeah, let's mess around with this. We can obviously do some of the other card games. These are all the ones I'm kind of comfortable doing. Part of the problem, though, with that is the simple fact that some of them are... I haven't really played to the point of really having closure with them, so I don't want to feel like I'm cheapening the experience, right? That's kind of the thing. Look how little respect Blizzard has for the card backs. Not only is it straight up and down, which I've complained about, but like even part of the background in the book and stuff clips through it and covers it up too. So I could do Renounce, which I probably should do. Maybe I can take advantage of something and try. See, like this might be a meta pre-stack, or not really, but you could at least win with that win condition of the Bone Lord, and they might actually let me do it. And the Muckla thing is going to be fun here. I just wasn't getting the opportunity to do that win condition ever, and it's not like they know I'm trying to do it or something.
Tazdingo!
Yeah, this is meant to just be a relaxing sort of thing that I don't mind doing on mobile, because typically I don't want to play something I've never played before. Maybe I don't care, but the 720p thing is definitely questionable. Oh yeah, that's even blocking part of my hand. That art is kind of messed up. Oh, good use of black.
None shall
But no, it's a situation where that win condition could be useful against a slower paced type of class and player like this. I don't know if I can change the size and stuff of that too much with the in the middle of the screen like that. So this could get in my way later and be a problem. But I maybe should have tapped. I don't know what I'm doing. So we have the full combo effect, right? We have the chaotic combustion or consumption. We have the trudge. That card always doesn't get through to my mind for some reason, but. Chaotic. Oh, it's gonna. If it burns the Bone Lord, I'll be so mad. I should have even popped the coin just to get rid of it. But no, we could do the Bone Lord, we could do the Imp, we could do the thing, we could do the Treachery, all in one turn.
Too many cards.
Okay, that's fine.
Not enough mana.
Going to dump some of the cards from my hand here, and then we'll see what happens. But no, you can win some of these matches even against jacks, even sometimes meta stuff, if you just get it in the right amount of time. Like if I just get it now, no matter how good their deck is, they probably won't be able to do it.
Home is where the wagon.
But no, you just want to get the Bone Lord through. I also don't know to what extent the audio plays through the mic itself. Right, like it's playing from the phone, but you would think it would get caught by the mic.
themselves against me.
That's really the only thing I get from that, which is still good, but again, if I just got the Bone Lord, I would have been golden, but now, like, no matter what deck this is at that point, if the game is going like that, because that's the thing, they can't stop it. There's no interaction in the game that prevents an effect like that. So the game is
Life
going
and
to the
hope
pace
are worth fighting.
I have that card too, you know. That's the one I burned. Yeah, they're just not going to let me do it, I guess. That's too bad. You know, let's see what happens.
Our power.
Little mini young song, or not really young, but it's not a bad thing. But none of the spells in this are really going to be high cost to make that too good.
What knowledge do the stars provide?
Now it's getting difficult, and again, there's nothing to do. If I don't get the Bone Lord, I just lose. So that's how these
Home
gimmicks
is
can
with
sort
the
of work.
wagon.
Which in a way, that's not even really how most of my gimmicks work. They're not meant to have a win condition or rely on like one card. So I wouldn't mind just doing it right now and doing it, but this Alex Strauss, I have to get rid of the Alex Strauss first. At least give me the Bone Lord, man, please, dude.
Fall before the end of damn time.
Not a bad one. Right, like, it just, come on, man. Like, how long do you have to wait for this? It's so dumb. These are good cards to kind of stall it out. Like, it's just so boring. Like, there's no win condition without them. Like,
On
what am I
wings of
supposed to do?
destruction they come.
This Ajara play could be good, but I don't.
Home in the shadows.
Some of the lore in terms of WoW is really so cool because, like, you had the zone called Ajara from Clash of WoW, and it took so long before you finally face her in a raid and stuff. It's like, those are some of the earned elements of the storyline. Like, it took so long for that to finally come to fruition, basically. What happened to cause that? Oh, was that the beginning? That's the beginning effect. Or no, it's not. Both players' cards are gold. I'm like, does that really matter? So now, this dude is really good. This dinosaur dude. Right, and I always feel like that should be a paladin card because the effect just seems to fit. But yeah, we're pretty much going to deck out before we get the Bone Lord, so there's really nothing I can do. I mean, I'm trying to think how to...
They break so easily.
They've given me like a century to win this game out, so that's what kind of pisses me off. Even now, they're still giving me a lot of time. I love all these little familiar WoW chimes of the music that play right when you play some of these cards. In fact, I should know them by heart, like which theme plays when for what card, but I kind of don't. Give me the Bone Lord, I can still do this, but it's just not. Like, it's so irritating. I'm actually gonna lose. Like, this is so dumb. Like, how, man? How?
What to choose?
My mister?
We have plotted long enough. Now we run.
Deck actually is. Shuffle 5 random spells after you cast a spell. Oh yeah, this kind of thing is much better. So I mean, decent board. Their deck is really bad. They could be a bot, but I just don't even care. They gave me all the chances in the world. Like, it's so stupid. Right now, I deserve to lose, but I just couldn't do anything. Oh, you're overloaded. Oh my god.
Music's for everybody.
That's dumb of me. So what is it that we're even doing?
Definitely not.
Look at the top.
Definitely not.
They're out of cards, and I'm not too impressed by what they did. Basically, you can't rely on this deck at all to do anything. It makes no sense. One of the great tap-outs of it is the fact that, come on,
Blink
what are the chances
together
of
in
two
harmony.
damage? It's actually pretty rare. But no, like this dude will give, there are cards that give your opponent's deck, right? King Togwaggle and fucking this guy. Those are your best shot because that's one less for each other card in your hand. I'm not sure if that was really the best decision, but there's got to be something that can save me. Draw a card. Okay. Deal 7 damage, 8 attack. The lifesteal could really help me. Right, that might be the biggest thing. By making that go dormant is like, imagine calculating that last move. I don't care if you're Magnus Carlsen, like, did I play that exactly right? Like, how would you know even what's going on? It makes no sense, like, what's happening. There's no way that a move like that, like, I should win now, but some of these moves are so nonsensical. I'm playing with their deck, but I'm also playing with whatever this is, like, with the Sunwell. Like, that's the claim to fame for Hearthstone. It's not that it's a good game, not that it's bad, of course, but it's more like some of the random effects and some of just the fun factor like that is really what makes it interesting.
This is not what we stood for. Time is out.
best and the most complex.
Rotten to the core!
You know, it's one of the most fun. It has some of the most fun cards ever. That's what some of these decks actually show off is, you know, gimmicks and fun cards and Renounced Darkness and whatnot.
For a master tactician, this is nothing.
Right, that's really what I would give it credit for in the big picture. It's not as complex as Magic or Yu-Gi-Oh! Historically. It's not, you know, gonna ever be considered the best or most complex card game ever, but it does have some of the most fun cards, some of the transformative cards that I use as an example when playing other card games. Like, wow, I wish every game had a card like this. Things that really just transform the whole game. So I should definitely win now.
All are nourished when the cycle renews.
I see.
Where I really can't feel it
Rotten to the core! You're too late!
Look at the levels of randomness. Look at our hero card. Look at some of the cards we have in our hand. Look at the hero power we have. Look at, like, none of this stuff started in my deck. None of this has any, like, makes any sense, really. Right? It's just all over the place.
Over here!
Yeah, that's one of my takes from
I
a long
can
time
tell
ago.
you're
Like,
in the
even like Anna Cramley recently complaining about, oh, she gets some negative comments and
We
stuff.
come from far.
I'm not defending
Just
that to pick on you or bother you, but
We come from far.
you do have to take the good with the bad, and sometimes like a lack of self-awareness. They'll complain about people sometimes saying some unkind things to them, and I respect, you know, where you're coming from. But like, what would you be saying again? Oh, whatever. I won't even explain it again.
My duty fulfilled!
His reign ends now! Rotten to the core! The end of days is You're too late!
My duty fulfilled!
And some of this could go wrong and hit me too. Of course, exactly as planned. That's exactly how I planned to win this game. But any slower deck like this obviously is going to give you chances to do that. Right, so this is the kind of class
We
that
come
at least lets
from
you have a
far.
fun factor.
Just to see you're good enough to invest.
You're too late!
My duty fulfilled!
They would never expect me to wait.
You blind!
What? What, can you not attack?
Definitely not.
Is that not what I want? I just want to
Yes, the free pass.
I guess I forget how that works. I'm just
Not enough mana. No more games.
Right, it's like forcing me to use the effect. But yeah, what an amazing winding path to still win a game that I was kind of frustrated because we weren't getting what I really needed. The, you know, whatever, the Bone Lord. But we still
This
won.
is not
so.
what we stood for!
Have it be my highest cost card, but I can't do that. It's a chest even in the chest unit.
The swarm will consume all.
I like how she said that's a monitor. That's like, of course, they're you line if you know the objection. Of course, they're you from
My duty fulfilled!
whatever.
Please, help me fight! Please, help me fight!
cannot explain
I am all around you.
Face your hand with random demons, give them +2/+2. That could be fun, you know. Again, that's what we're playing for, and that's what you have to remember sometimes is like, I don't know. Like, forget about the chaotic
Job done.
That's going to have better same time. Or what's funny is one of these things that switched the decks, or like, yeah, gave me their deck, it works with the Kill Jaden Portal thing. Right, like the dude, the Kingpin that I have, or the other guy, not the Kingpin, the King of Piracy, or the other dude. Right, it actually counts as
All
a
are
deck.
nourished.
I get the point. Right, that's an interesting interaction that I didn't realize would really work like that. I thought it might not work, or something would bug out.
Wanna play?
I taste.
You blinked!
Like you're really stretching out the value of it in a way that's hard to explain, but let me listen back to something in my audio because I don't really get how this works. But yeah, the point is I'm comfortable playing mobile games, and if this is how it's going to be, that's fine. And the real lifesaver with YouTube is the auto uploads that, like, it saves me so much trouble in having to download them or do whatever, so right, even if the quality is not the greatest, it could theoretically be 1080. Like, that's not the fault of the thing, but wait, how long did it take me to start? What the fuck? Or I guess I was talking. I was just sitting on the phone screen but just talking. So let me just listen back to this for a second because I want to make sure how this sounds. Whether on the streamer, it doesn't even affect it for me either. See, the audio in the game is way too loud. Why is it so loud? There's a few different ways to try to play this. Basically, we have the chess element. We have the... It must be like echoing or something. Win condition of the Bone Lord dude. It makes any sense, really. Raises all over the place.
Over here!
In the experience, we'll be fighting for. That's one thing I'm going to have to learn. And whether on the streamer, it doesn't even affect it for me either.
Zephyr versus Tyrande.
Madness, total madness. Like, you cannot explain it. So something's actually bugged out with the audio of this. It's super loud, even though I have it turned down in both that and here. I don't understand. Let me like, I really don't get it. That's kind of annoying. Like, why should it be that loud? This is like, put it down to there. Like, I honestly don't understand. Okay, let me test it now because hello? 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 Like, I'm genuinely confused because... The audio of this is crazy. Like, I have it super low on the streaming app, and I have it super low on the thing, too.
Off versus Uther. Glory to the Alliance.
Okay, let me compare this to my voice. That seems crazy, but whatever, okay.
Justice has come.
But definitely in terms of production value, too, this game is so good. Like, it almost sets a model that other games try to follow. So can we get this Ball Lord interaction for once in my life or not? Because I don't know. Can we get this Ball Lord interaction for once in my life or not? Because I don't know. Can we get this Ball Lord interaction for once in my life or not? Because I don't know. Can we get this Ball Lord interaction for once in my life or not? Because I don't know. Can we get this Ball Lord interaction for once in my life or not? Because I don't know.
What'll wet your whistle?
Something is bizarre with this. I don't understand. I really don't. It's quiet even for me, but it's loud as hell on the stream. I don't know. If we got the Ball Lord, we have some of the combo cards. He's gonna tempt me not to, right, super low in here too. I'm not sure how that really works, honestly. So now there's some temptation to do Renounce, but we got the Bone Lord, we got the Treachery. Those are the two most important things that you absolutely need. Then the Cacophony thing, whatever it is, the CC isn't entirely necessary if you just have the means to kill it without that, or the Imp isn't necessary if you already have something else to sacrifice. Like, those two kind of go together, too. They're not putting much pressure on the board. So we're just mostly waiting now for the turn. Right, for the right amount of mana. And again, 3 turns isn't that long, and they really can't do much about it once it does happen. So you gotta just be prepared for the fact. Let me actually look that up. I don't know. Or their hand is empty, so. You know, my deck does kind of curve high. So let me check this. Streaming on iPhone. Game audio too loud.
What adventure are you up to today? Bring you back a brew.
Just the in-game overall media volume. Use a compressor filter, OBS. So how are you gonna? Okay. I really don't understand, man. So he's going all in and not, you know, we should have a good chance to be able to play this here. And the reason why is because we have, again, what are we missing? Like that cacophony thing, which is not even called that, but we, and the whole, well, again, I'm not going to have enough force on the board to actually kill it. It's weird how the audio up and down on my phone doesn't work either. Right, the volume on that doesn't seem to matter. Or does it? Wait, now I can't hear it at all. What? That's not even what I meant to do, but okay. What the fuck? What is going on with this thing, man? Now the audio just died altogether. Alright. I don't know, man. I mean, it's part of getting used to mobile streaming, I guess. So here we're going to lose. Obviously, we can't do anything with the board, so I just lose. The pace of this one was a little tough, for sure. Yeah, some of these random effects and interactions are pretty cool. So I guess I won't immediately die, but or why didn't I just play that? Man, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just distracted by the audio issue here. It goes from not working at all to what could I possibly get here that would save me? This thing seems cute, but right, it's still too many. 1, 2, or I guess it's 6, but they have the weapon. Okay. So that's fine. I mean, some of those games are going to happen, but I am trying to actually win with this, or like, you know, I'm trying to max out what we can do. So let me close the game and just try to figure out what's happening with the audio, because I really don't know, and it's annoying because I'm putting up with a lot to even do this on mobile, but it just doesn't work, I guess. Let's see if opening the game again will work. Okay. So I don't know what's happening. Let me try this again. Sound options. Okay, now it's maxed out. Let's check on the Prism Live. I don't mind doing it without audio. Like, I really don't care, but I might have put it too low there. Like, there's a sliver, so it should work now. But how? Okay, like, what is gonna make you go deaf now? Like, what is happening? What the fuck? Could I go to YouTube and show something? Like, I'm so confused. I don't get it. That's too bad. I want a video as a sample, but I guess I just can't do it.
I just want to disenchant and just make.
Okay, that is working. The audio on that is working. We've turned up the Prism Live. Yeah, I guess I don't get it, man. Internal capture on, transmits the device audio to the broadcast. Automatic sets based on connected earphones or microphones. When internal capture is off, audio is played through the speaker. If the microphone is on and the speaker plays sound, that sound can be picked up again, causing echo. When internal capture is off, audio is played through the speaker. If the microphone is off, sound from the speaker cannot be. Like, I don't know. It can be picked up by the microphone again. I don't know what's happening, honestly. What the fuck, man? No way this is happening. Like, how? That's so frustrating. Yeah, I give up. I can't do it. So I guess what I'll do is I will just accept the fact that audio doesn't work. I don't know what to tell you, man. Like, how? What the fuck? Like, let me test a different game. What's something? Okay, guns up. Okay, this is working. Albeit very quietly. So, what we're understanding is that everything besides Hearthstone now. Yeah, I'm getting kind of annoyed, man. I cannot do mobile streaming for one day without this happening. That's too bad, man. Automatic. Internal capture. Okay, now that is working. Let's see how loud it's going to be on the thing. It is maxed out on here. And it is maxed out on here. So now it might be super loud. It is maxed out on here. So now it might be super loud. It is maxed out on here. So now it might be super loud. It is maxed out on here. So now it might be super loud. It is maxed out on here, so now it might be super loud. Okay, here, I'll use the headphones. This is just nonsensical, man. This is why mobile streaming sucks. Like, why should I have to deal with any of this? It should be straightforward, man. Like, I'm already doing so many concessions. Like, okay, it's 720p and blah, 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 but I don't know, man. Okay, so that is super loud yet again. Oh, this is horrible, man. Okay, we'll go super low now with it. Can we please, man? What a horrible, horrible system, yeah. That might be too quiet, so we'll go here. Like, I'm getting kind of pissed. To compare my voice to this sound here. Okay, compare it again. It'll be much louder in-game. Okay, how about this? Okay, so I'll kind of listen back this whole game and try to... I mean, it's worth doing this once. The problem is every game is going to work differently in this way, too.
Can this wait?
What we're going to do is we're going to keep a Bone Lord, keep the combo cards. A lot of the time, obviously, you're not going to get the full extent of the combo, but that's okay. Look at the steps you have to take to do this, man.
Wonderful to see you.
Welcome, my devoted chosen.
Thank you.
I can't even hear it myself right now. Right, but I mean, at this point, I don't understand. Or I guess I really could listen on my stream. But then I'd be hearing myself, too. And it's delayed, too. Maybe I should have kept the coin, but I don't know why this is such a horrible experience. Like, how come it doesn't work? So if I was to talk now, let me try to compare it to the game sound.
Pretend that didn't happen.
Okay, so what if I say something now? That seems to be more manageable, at least. I mean, I can tinker with it. But pretty annoying, and like I said, I can't even hear it now either, so who cares, man? What a... Imagine streaming on mobile. You'd have to be a dumb shit clown like me. Like, why can I not hear it? Why? I can't hear anything. Like, if I raise it, will I be able to hear it? Okay, let's see how it sounds now.
Better make a good impression.
So now it's much louder. Can you hear me over it, though, I wonder?
You have made an unwise decision.
Okay, we'll keep it in the middle. That seems to work a little better.
Here I come, ready or not.
So right now it's super low in the prism thing, and it's medium in here. Again, I would have had a chance here. We do have the Bone Lord, but I don't have the ability to actually kill it cleanly. Right, I would need a... Or maybe I could... No, I won't have enough mana. But no, the overall experience of streaming on mobile could be fun, but it just won't be because it's shitty. Too many issues with it. Or now, I guess I can't hear it again, or I can barely hear it. And then there's a concern it's going to echo on the mic. So you have the Lich King dude, you have this thing. So again, if we get, but we're not, because it's going to be full. Fuck me. We just need enough damage to kill the Bone Lord, and then we have it already, but...
Pretend that didn't happen.
You know? Their hand is decked out, but it's not going to be enough time if they... You know, it's not going to be enough time.
Find me in the dream.
And the reason why it's not going to be enough time is because of the simple fact that, you know, or now we have to get through this stupid-ass taunt. We would still have enough if they leave the board as is, and then we should pretty much win guaranteed. If they can possibly do it, or if they can possibly win now, I'd be very, very impressed. And the reason why is because of the simple fact that... Here, I'll even be cocky and I'll say, it doesn't matter now what you do. There's no way you should be able to win.
No, yikes! A full hand.
Yikes. Right, there should be nothing you can do in 3 turns. If you do, I give it credit, but, you know, that's a lot of pressure to have. But yeah, it's at half volume and I can barely hear it. The problem is, even after doing that, my board isn't that strong. So if they do something crazy, right, but now I shouldn't hold back. I should do like this and use their own deck against them. This dude is sometimes fool's gold because I'm not going to have too many spells anyway. See, they have a chance. They have a chance. Assuming that what I do is going to have no impact here. Now, I could renounce and hope that that gives me... Oh, shit. Maybe I should rely on the Zurich stuff. Rewind, get 2 random holy spells, restore health equals the cost. So isn't this turn 3? Like, shouldn't they lose at the end of this turn? Or is it... Because, like, the turn I give it to them counts as turn 1. So either it's this turn or it's the next turn. Which they might have lethal already, frankly, but... Like I said, if you do it, I'll give it to you. This is one of the few times we've ever gotten to see that effect because I just never get the card. It's not even that intricate of a combo. I just need that card and then like one other. Treachery and Bone Lord you really need. The rest you don't really need. So it's up to 3, so I'm not sure if it's this turn or the next turn. Right, it should be right now.
Your bones will be added to the pile.
Yeah, the clock is literally ticking too. I don't get it. Seven. Also 7. Okay, those taunts could be pretty useful too. I mean, they may have lethal. Like I said, I'll give it to them, but I'm a little confused as to the 3. Like, what is it showing me there with that animation? It's been 3 turns. They have to finish me off now. They probably have spells to deal with some of the minions. I don't know, man. They certainly have a lot of damage here. What? Okay. Man, this is so annoying. Even when I get it, I can't do it. This has got to be going the Hall of Fame as my worst deck ever. Like, it's so obnoxiously bad. Because it has that win condition and you think you have a chance to win, but you can't, ever. You never get it. If you do get it, you still lose. Like, forget about it, man. It's just impossible. It's the biggest piece of garbage I've ever seen in my whole life. Let me listen back to that one a little bit. So again, our audio settings are as follows, since I have to like do this as some sort of mathematical experiment. Okay, the app audio is at full though, so I'm very confused, man. So what if I turn the app audio really low? Then I should be able to turn it up in the game. But I think that's maybe the issue. So let me try the other setting. Oh my god. So now we can play the audio from like the speaker. So now how would it sound, I wonder? Let me compare that. But now it's already too low. I can't even hear it. I honestly can't figure this out. So I guess what's happening now is that you're basically able to consider the fact that you're basically able to consider the fact that you can hear the audio in game, which is moderately quiet still. And the reason why is because whatever, it's super low in the app. But you're supposedly hearing it through the speaker now. Maybe that's why it was messing up, because it's like echoing or something. That's actually not what I meant to do, but okay. So once again, the audio is low in there, high in here. Seems to be somewhat adequate. Playing through the mic. Or through the mic, so there should be no echo at least. Should always tap first, do the card draw first. So again, in this case, I shouldn't wait, because you're never gonna get that card, right? you are never going to get Bone Lord. You can't wait for it. There's no way to get it. So I should just accept that and then try to win with their deck, which actually might give me a chance because, you know, it's actually going to be a good deck, unlike mine. And then I have some of these other gimmick cards in here. But in fact, this guy could turn into a really good card if I now benefit from their deck. I love how those cards kind of equalize everything. No matter how bad some of these gimmick decks are, something like Renounce Darkness or something like you wouldn't download a card. Like so basically, we're not going to get that win condition anymore, but we could maybe give them some spells here. Give them this. Or now we're going to like overdraw ourselves up. But no, this will give us our best chance of winning. If we don't get the Bone Lord super early, we shouldn't even worry about it. Like, right, you can't be waiting for it. So what happens is, Flame Strike is looking pretty tempting, but we shouldn't do it yet. We should do this. Look at how bonkers these plays actually are, because now we could do this, which would be like my favorite play ever because I love elusive stuff, but you can't really do it because, you know, you can't really do it. And the reason why you can't do it is because they're going to probably clear the board, obviously. Ooh. So, again, it's weird, but we have a better chance of winning like this, because even though I like that guaranteed win condition, that's basically what I should end up doing is just the the King Togwaggle or this other King of Piracy, right? That's going to give me the best chance to win. So doing this would be insane right now. Right, like imagine losing to this shit deck, but that's why my deck is so bad that I end up stealing your deck, and then it's actually not bad. So let me test the audio once more. I'll listen back to this game. Okay, so we'll settle for that for now with the audio. But that is a little frustrating. Well, yeah, let's just mess around with this. We've won a couple fun games here that, again, the manner in which you win is more important than winning. I'd rather win 1 in 10 games, but when you win, it's like you cannot even explain what is happening. I guess I could keep Renounce. It doesn't feel like Renounce is all that good because you don't have a lot of Warlock cards in here even. Right, but you kind of forget that this is even about the chess thing because you're doing so many things that have nothing to do with that. Right, you're trying to do the chess cards, but then you might do Renounce, you might do the Bone Lord, you might do the Togwaggle, you might do the King of Piracy guy. Right, it's just so random. Or I like how that line could be interpreted. I see you brought guests. No, actually, I haven't. Even though I'm streaming this, I'm alone because I'm a clown and, nobody's watching. So, no, I don't have guests right now. Not at all. I like how my journey demonstrates how difficult it is. Like, you start from nowhere, right? Even though I've streamed in the past, nobody knows really who I am or whatever. Bro has streamed for like 4 years, and I have like 300 followers, right? 300 subscribers on Twitch on both Twitch and that, and I have these other secondary channels, but this channel has grown quite a bit actually from me having live streamed on it. Right, this had like barely 50 subscribers, which is the minimum to even stream on YouTube, and then I have streamed quite a bit recently. And it's gone all the way up to like 122, 121. It's kind of caught up to my second channel, on which I spam upload just regular, whatever, episodes of stuff that I do. And not really spam as much, but whatever. I try to keep up with what I'm doing normally. So it's weird. Like, it's such a small channel, but I decided to make 3 different channels. Why? Because they're all meant for different things, right? Like, my main channel is I upload like once a week or once every 2 weeks, and I try to upload like a clip or a highlight or something. Like, I've been doing the tier list recently, catching up on the Phoenix Wright tier list. So something a little more noteworthy. Maybe an episode of me playing a game for the first time, the first episode. Then the second channel could be like for the rest of the episodes in that sort of series or whatever. And then it's a situation where the second channel is meant for those regular weekly uploads. Like, if I felt like it, I could combine all these Hearthstone episodes for the sake of a week or whatever I'm doing for the sake of course of the week and combine them and upload them. Stuff like that. And then the third channel is just meant for random clips and excess that don't fit anywhere else. And I decided to stream on here too because it is sort of a dumping ground, but so the thing is that they're letting us play kind of on curve, but the problem is we need treachery only, and then I can do whatever I want, right? Then I don't mind trying to figure it out, but I need that because this lifesteal is actually having an odd impact on the game. Like, it doesn't seem like much, but because this chick has stuck around for so long, it's made a tap or 2 free and stuff. So he's shocked by my lack of synergy from these cards, but that's kind of the whole point. So we could do the Bone Lord interaction if I just got the dude, treachery. Right? I don't know why it's so difficult to do this, but right, because there is really no other good way to replicate that effect, I feel like. Or giving your opponent control of your thing. So we could do the taunt here. We have the poisonous to worry about. We may as well get rid of that. I could coin it out. I don't know. Just give me the treachery, please. I mean, in a way, it doesn't matter because I guess we wouldn't have been able to do it until now anyway, but... But yeah, let me describe a concept on folly favoritism, like how people can only be fully passionate or fully engaged or fully truly value something in fiction or in, competition games and stuff. They can't do it in real life because they're so inhibited and restricted. Right, so the same thing people would glorify in fiction, they would not accept in real life, everyday life, or take things that seriously. So they're constantly searching for superstition and outlets to try to explain their lack of control and the control that they cede to unqualified empirical authority. In every era, they have their own excuse. It could be religion. It could be something else. The problem with that, too, is what I call the stigma effect, of course. And the issue is that... the issue is that, it would be used like, in the name of the collective or some, seemingly positive thing like that. But the problem is that that'll be used to justify anything that, it's in the name of the collective that we had World War II Germany, or it's in the name of the collective that we had, whatever else. So it would apply kind of across the board to anything, no matter what it is. Right, so if you use that as a basis to reinforce, then that's no good. And that flies in the face, obviously, of amalgam theory that I talk about. So I am going to lose, and this is what happens when you wait for the Bone Lord. It just doesn't happen. I guess even if it did, even if I did have treachery, I can't do it. Right, like the weakness of this is just, okay, actually play stuff on the board or just actually do anything. Have a decent deck, unlike this one. Wait, why would you... Oh, you can't, obviously. I feel like cards like that shouldn't even work. Like, it restored 3 health, but you should have to restore something. Right, if you're already topped off, it shouldn't work. Or then she should be forced to do it on me. This is always a cute play. I mean, it is amazing. That's an amazingly impactful play. But the effects and stuff that he's getting are still going to be pretty good. Oh, he's mad about that one. There's too many of those, like, sort of high-impact plays where it seems like you should win no matter what, and then, they do that. Right, to muck it all up. Now, could I realistically do this? And the answer is, I cannot. Even if I had renounced, I don't have enough things to really benefit from that. What? Wait, how? That means they have that in there too, or what? they would never expect that I have another copy of that. That, again, you can't really have two of those anyway. Like, I love the idea of trying to play around stuff in these type of decks. Like, oh yeah, you should have just played around that random effect that you couldn't have known that they got. Okay, let's try to get to silver. I mean, again, I'm just messing around with this deck. I have other gimmick decks to mess around with. It is what it is. The Death Scamp almost seems like a meme type of card, but just like I got the Bone Lord interaction at least once, but then I didn't win. It seems hard to believe, but I guess 3 turns is longer than I thought. I'm not the biggest fan of these Zurich type things either, but it's spoiling StarCraft for me, which I've never played. So, what happened? Hello? Bro thinks he's me with this elusive shit. Like, I do sometimes have some foresight with stuff, like, you know, before elusive was even a keyword and before there were hardly any elusive minions in the game, I still made an elusive deck with double Fairy Dragon and double Arcane Nullifier and stuff like that. Where I tried to make the most of it. And, like, even in WoW, like, oh, I'm an achievement hunter before achievements even exist or whatever. So, the thing is that Right, if you get that command, I just want to see it one time. Like, that shows you how god-awful this is. You never get the interaction, and then even if you do, you still lose before you can win with it. But yeah, I like the idea behind this. It combines a couple different things in there, but the chess thing is kind of lost on the fact that this is just garbage. And I don't know. Trying to think what else treachery would be good with. Like, what are some really low cost or low, like, negative effect minions for yourself? This is annoying when people like this just take forever. That was a very fortuitous kind of turn, but actually amazing. Best case scenario for that. Oh, this is kind of just tedious, man. I don't want to overcommit necessarily, but I also feel like I don't know what to do with this. Bro, this is the most boring thing ever when people take so long. Or why does the music never work in these mobile games either? There was something like that with PvZ Heroes where I was trying to almost test it on a much earlier stream when I first started doing these iPhone streams. And it was kind of like the audio wouldn't work or something else wouldn't work. Bro. Like, what is even going on right now? I don't understand. Like, I really, really don't get it, man. Let's do like a slow turn because I can afford it. Really, this is still pretty good. I have some death rattle protection with that dude. Okay, I won't be able to see chat now because my battery on my other phone that I watch on is dying, but whatever. This kind of opponent is just annoying though because they do take forever like that. I'll end up winning because of the Zerg stuff. Like, what the fuck? That's not what I want this to be about. But no, I'll definitely try some of these other games. Like I said, I have a whole itinerary list. And I'm willing to try, like, other ones too, I guess, but... whatever, we'll just kind of dump my hand there, empty my hand a little bit. Oh, what a clutch. But you still get that death rattle protection for these unplayable cards that I wish were actually cards in the game. Okay, that's kind of a clutch draw, I guess. But it almost feels like a waste. Yeah, this one is just kind of boring because of how long this clown takes. But yeah, we got Hearthstone gimmick decks. We got Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel just messing around. We got Duel Links messing around. We got a new run of PvZ hero starting from the beginning. We got Magic just messing around also, but continuing my first way through. Experience, we got... What else did I forget to mention even? Like, what else do I have? Let me look. I have Marvel Snap, the most forgettable, and Pokemon. So again, the top row is like games that I have played to some satisfaction. The bottom row is like starting fresh. The Marvel Snap I barely played and I don't really care about it. PvZ Heroes we failed the challenge so we can restart. And then Magic and Pokemon are like in the middle, where I played them for the first time. I played them a little bit, but not a ton, so I feel maybe a little bit worse about that one because Stim packs. We got a Fallout fan over here. Or, I mean, that's obviously used in other games too, but. So the thing is that this deck is absolute garbage, but I do want to stay the course with it a little bit. So we got almost seems like a renowned type of thing, but again, I have nothing that's benefiting from it. Right, like this deck only has like 13 Warlock cards, so it's not going to be a very strong renounce or meaningful renounce typically. That's so annoying, man. Just simple things like that are enough to completely win against the deck, like just actual board control or whatever. So we got +2/+2, draw 3. Yeah, Pride's Fury, that's really gonna save me. Okay, dude. I hate when people say so long, like you win, so just take the win.